So this video is about how to make bubble domes on a table. First of all, you'd need a bit of plastic or a nice enamel tabletop, some water, make it nice and wet but not so much that it will fall off the table, and then you'll need some washing up liquid. Fairy liquid is fine, and quite a strong concentration. I make mine maybe 5 parts water to 1 part fairy, so much more than you use for washing up. So a good dollop of fairy into the water, and then you can mix that all up with a straw. You'll see in the bottom the fairy is quite concentrated, quite thick. So stir that round quite nicely, and then you'll be ready to start. And get your straw nice and wet, more than just a tip, quite a long way up as well. Pour a little bit of the liquid onto the table, and then blow your first dome. Just blow very gently, touching the straw against the surface. And there it goes. You can use bigger straws, and here I'm using a bigger one, and I've actually put some glycerine into the mixture, which is a shop-bought bubble mixture, just to show you what it's like, but the fairy will work fine. And you get the bubbles to stick together and make all sorts of interesting patterns. Now also, if you keep your head nice and low, and you'll see the colours in the bubbles. I'm outside, so the wind's blowing them around a bit, which also helps the colours to mix up. Now there we have a little dome, and we'll use a straw now. Oh, it's gone away. Have to make another one. Great, you can always make another bubble. So we blow it up, and then we put the straw inside, nice wet straw, and blow another one. There you are. A bubble in a bubble. Bubble dome in a bubble dome will always slip to one side and pop out like that, and then the wind bursts it, and the dome's still the same. Now we're going to see just what happens when you blow several bubble domes together. And they join together. If they're the same size, we'll get a flat line between them. If not, we'll get little curves into one or the other. But you can make any kind of shape you like just by keeping blowing more and more bubbles together. Look at the reflections as it's blowing away. Here's another one. I'm going to try and put a bubble on the top, or at least inside. Can you see what's going to happen here? There it goes, and not the bubbles coming up in the middle. And without the wind, you'll be able to make maybe even more bubbles together. And again, a lovely reflection. Now we're going to try something different. We're going to try and blow some bubbles in a row. So it's the bubble dome, with another bubble dome stuck onto it, and a third one stuck onto that. Now we're going to continue to make the row. You can make it as long as you like, but I think maybe 6 or so bubbles would be enough. 5 and one more would be 6, yes. Now that's my bubble caterpillar, and I can actually put eyes onto him by just putting a little eye, little bubble at one side, and a little bubble at the other side. And the wind might wobble him around a bit, but that's the bubble caterpillar. Away he goes in the wind. And the last thing I want to show you is how to make very nice shapes if you blow all the bubbles the same size. Here are 2 bubbles, and then we join some more on. Here's a 3rd bubble, same size, 4th the same size, 5th the same size, number 6 the same size, number 7 in a circle around one bubble. And if you look at the center, they've all got that lovely shape about them. And that shape comes a lot in nature. You find it in the Giant's Causeway, if you ever see these great big stones in Ireland, or you will see it in a honeycomb. I'll show you in just a minute. But you can keep adding more and more and more bubbles, all the same size, touch and blow, and you make the same shapes. You see how all the bubbles inside are taking the same shape and showing lovely reflections. And the wind's giving it a bit of a wobble too. And there are some bees at work making their honeycomb. So try and see how you get on with bubble domes. Bye for now.